Kapa's in front by 2 lengths here from Bacanali. Rangers, Jeff Fruit. King Kapa's in front, F down the outside, but in front near the line, King Kapa.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 340 and is proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. This week we're going to preview our runners for Doomben Cup Day on Saturday. Morning, Tony. A huge weekend of metro racing, not only at Doomben, but the Silks Under the Stars metro meeting on Friday night at the Gold Coast.
Yeah, good morning, Claire. Good morning, everyone. It is a big weekend. It'll be a really good night at the Gold Coast tomorrow night. And the best thing about this week, apart from the Doomben Cup build-up and the Doomben Cup itself, is the weather.
Correct.
It's amazing to see beautiful blue skies. This is the weather we expect in Queensland in May.
Yes.
This crisp mornings and then beautiful days. So this is what Queensland's all about. So first of all, we want to wish everyone well down there in the flood areas as well of New South Wales.
Yep.
Our thoughts and prayers certainly go out with everyone down there doing it really tough.
Yep.
And onwards now to the weekend's racing.
Okay, well, on to our preview for Doomben Cup Day on Saturday. We've got 10 runners to go through. The rail will be in the 2 metre position. The track is currently a soft 6. And finally, some good news on the weather front with fine days ahead. So soft 5, possibly back to a good 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how good we'll get back to. We have had a lot of rain, and this time of the year we do get these very heavy dews of a morning. It takes quite a while for that moisture to get off the grass. So I know there's a lot spoke about the dews, but in May, this is when we get a lot of dewy weather. So I'm not sure just how good we get back to. If it does get back into the good range, which there is a chance, it'll be a winter good track, which means it's going to have juice in it. It's going to deteriorate. We raced on such a heavy track at Doomben last Saturday. There'll be a lot of fill on that inside section. I still think horses will scout off that inside, particularly as the day goes on.
Okay, well, we start in race 1, which is the benchmark 85 handicap over the 1110 metres with 2 runners. Brereton will start with 60 kilos, Blake Shin riding barrier 7. At the moment with Ladbrokes, he is paying $7 to win and $2.40 for the place. Has a great record at this track and trip and will enjoy the better track conditions than he has had of late. Had a good barrier trial at Deagon last week to keep him up to the mark.
Yeah, he did. He trialled on really heavy ground there, which is not his liking, and he trialled well. He'll bounce and find a nice enough spot here. There looks to be enough pressure. I think he gets a lovely spot on the back of the speed, off fence. Blake Shin's world-class rider.
Yes.
I think he'll give him a good run in transit, and the horse will race really well. This is definitely his right grade.
Okay, and the other runner we have is Sicilian. She'll carry 52 kilos with Emily Lang using 1 kilo of her claim, and she's drawn barrier 8 with Ladbrokes. She's paying $10 to win and $3.10 for the place. Hasn't been far away in her 2 runs this preparation on wet ground, and definitely has the class for this.
Yeah, she does. Big drop in weight. I think that's significant. Roll forward, put her up on speed. She'll race very, very well, this mare. She's in good order. This is a sweet spot distance-wise, 1100.
Yep.
I think she'll run 1200, but I think this is a sweet spot distance-wise, and I love the 52 on her back.
Okay.
How do I separate them? I'm going to go Sicilian.
Okay.
I think with the no weight, with the feather on her back, I think Em can put her in the right spot and she can race very well.
Okay, we jump to race 4 now, which is the listed Chief De Beers over the 1110 metres as well. A race you won with Golden Boom last year and Rocket to Glory 10 years ago. This year we have 3 runners, and we'll start with Cannonball, who'll carry 60 kilos. Blake Shin rides barrier 5. He's paying $6.50 to win and $2.20 for the place at the moment with Ladbrokes. He's been good without luck in running both runs as preparation, last time in the Group 2 Victory Stakes.
We've got to stop going back these 10 years and cove for
Make
wins.
you feel old?
Very old. And
very old.
We all know I'm not that old.
Yes,
so
you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cannonball's going great. He's very happy to see this weather.
Yes.
He wants good ground. I think this track will present, with the weather forecast going forward, good enough for him. Mm-hmm. Each run he's got better.
Yep.
To the point where he's at his top now. So he'll hold this rating from the weekend. He'll hold this through for his next few runs. 1100 is a great distance range for him. He's drawn to get a really nice run on the back of what looks to be a nice enough tempo. Mm-hmm. He'll present and be thereabouts.
Okay, the next one is King Kapa. He'll carry 59 kilos and CJ Graham will ride him. And they'll jump from barrier 9. At the moment with Ladbrokes, he's paying $8 to win and $2.50 for the place. He's been in great form this preparation until last start when held up and was desperately unlucky in the victory.
Really unlucky. I think he finished 6th or 7th and could have easily won the race. So what do we make of the form out of the victory? I'm not sure. Horse is going brilliant.
Yep.
Take him along steady. Kept him in the stables like we do, and
yep.
He's going great. The barrier concerns me.
Yep.
Jockey's riding well, knows him well. If we can negate the gate, he can run very well, and the track will be good enough for him as well. He's a bit like Cannonball. He wants that same sort of ground.
Yep.
I think the track will be fine.
Okay. Third runner is Nettuno, 56.5 kilos. Craig Williams rides. I'll spit that out. Barrier 11. He's paying with Ladbrokes at the moment $7 to win and $2.35 for the place. Flew home for a half-length third in the Battle of Hell last start at Ipswich, and it was not the most suitable track for him.
Well, it's just the way it played out. We couldn't get into the race when we wanted to. You know, we had to give him too much stuff. But he did close off really well late. It was his first run for a little while.
Yep.
With the way things were adjusted about. He's had a pretty cruisy time of it. He's exceptionally fresh and well. I don't mind him drawing out this horse. I'd rather him draw it out on bigger tracks where he can get on better. Doomben just concerns me a smidgen. But if it races the way I expect, like it did last week off fence, the wide draw won't be a problem. He can sit sort of 3 deep with a bit of cover and get into the race. So, look, provided they can make ground, which I can't see why they wouldn't be able to, he's a real live chance. I'm not going to split these three.
Okay.
I think they're all really good chances. We've got, you know, Kapa's going to be here, Cannonball's going to be here, and Nettuno back there. So we've got every area of the race covered. It's just a matter of the luck and running now. And they're very even horses. You can tell that by the way they race against each other.
Okay. Race 6 is the Group 3 Magic Millions Fillies and Mares Mile, and we'll have Torabella running in this, 55.5 kilos with Craig Williams riding. Barrier 3. She's paying $15 to win with Ladbrokes and $4.50 for the place. Didn't seem to handle the track conditions last start in the Silk Stocking at the Gold Coast. Has won 4 from 5 at Doomben and 3 from 4 over the mile.
Yeah, whether it was track conditions or kickback, I'm not sure. Her work's been great since. I thought she'd come back in good order. So, look, I was really happy with her. I think going to the mile around Doomben's a massive plus. She'll be ridden up on speed. The ground will suit her better. Craig's a world-class rider. So, she's a big improver off what you saw at the Gold Coast.
Okay, race 8 is the Group 1 Doomben Cup over the 2,000 metres, and we'll have Antino running in this, 59 kilos. Blake Shim will ride, and he'll jump from barrier 11. Antino with Ladbrokes is paying $3.60 to win and $1.60 for the place. Was a great win out to the 1,800 metres last start in the Group 2 Hollandale Stakes. Rises to 2,000 metres for the first time.
Yeah, no concern with the distance with him. He's very fit, very well. His work on Tuesday was brilliant, this horse. He's come on from the Hollandale, which is what we expected and what we anticipated would happen. He looks brilliant. He's as good as I've had him, I think, ever going into this run. Looks fantastic. He's certainly as good as what he was going into the Toorak last year. So that run at the Gold Coast really brought the horse on. I've got no excuses. It's going to be a great race. I love where he's drawn out a little bit. He's a quirky horse. You know, Blake can ride him as the race unfolds. He's not a one-trick pony. He hasn't got to be ridden one way. And Blake will make the decisions like he does at the spur of the moment in the race, depending how it's presented. But the horse will present in good shape. He's as good an order as I've ever had him in, and just really excited. Looking forward to the race. I wish it was race 1 rather than race 8 is the problem.
Yes. Okay, race 9 is the Group 3 BRC Sprint over the 1,350 metres. You've run this race previously with I'm a Ripper. No date on that one. Does that make you happy?
It does, yes. Thank you, Lockie.
Okay. We have 3 runners this year. We'll start with Freedom Rally. He'll carry 59 kilos. Ryan Maloney will ride, and he'll jump from barrier 3, and he's been at the back there. He's just behind us, looking on. With the Ladbrokes at the moment, Freedom Rally is paying $12 to win and $3.90 for the place. Midfield in the Victory Stakes over 1,200 metres last start. To the eye, it looked like the 1,350 of this race will be much more suitable for him.
Yeah, it will. What a race to end the card.
Yeah.
This is a good race.
Very good race.
This is a really good race. Looks to be really good pressure in it. I love where he's drawn, this horse. He's drawn low. He'll jump and Ryan will just find a nice spot on the back of the speed. I think he's probably about third pair and then blending into the race. There looks to be plenty of pressure in it. Looks a really good handicap, this. Obviously, this is a ballot free for the Stradbroke.
Yep.
And it looks like a lesser type version of a Stradbroke. They're going to go along at a good gallop here, and you'll need a strong horse late, and that's what he is. His record at the mile is very, very good, and you're going to need a horse that can get out there and be strong at that mile at the end of this 1,350. So I think he's a bit forgotten in my mind, this horse. I think he's very hard to beat. Okay, next one is Rockribbed, 56.5 kilos. Emily Lang will ride him, and he's drawn at barrier 19. With Ladbrokes, Rockribbed is paying $17 to win and $5 for the place. Is coming off back-to-back front-running wins last start in the listed ATC Trophy. You may have no choice but to go to the front from this gate. Yeah, he'll roll up there. There'll be a bit of pressure on there, whether he leads or one of the Victorians do or whatnot. There's a good bit of speed here, but we'll just roll along, up the back straight, put our horse into the race. He's not a one-trick pony, he doesn't have to lead, but he will be up on speed. It's a big step up in grade for him, this race. but he just keeps on taking the step.
He does, yeah.
So, you know, I definitely feel like running. Am I as confident as I was at the Gold Coast? Probably not. I think this race is much, much tougher, but the horse is fit, well, healthy. He looks brilliant. He handles this sort of ground with just a little bit of cut in it. He never runs a bad race.
No, he does not. Okay, and the third one is Transatlantic, 56 kilos, Regan Bayliss in the saddle, barrier 15. He's paying $13 to win with Ladbrokes and $4 for the place. Was a strong third first up in the Archer over the 1,300 metres at Rockhampton. Is 3 from 2 second up, but will need a little bit of luck from the barrier.
Yeah, he has got a sticky gate. He'll want to try and slot in probably somewhere just behind that speed. Yet again, he'll just build down that back straight. The good thing about this race is it's a bit like Eagle Farm at the Stradbroke start. The 1350 at Doomben, we're right at the end of the back chute, so we've got a really good run there. I personally think, I don't know if it'll be as obvious as what we saw last week. Horses sitting 3 and 4 wide, no cover, is where you needed to be. There's a lot of talk about good runs sitting deep last Saturday. That's where you had to be. I don't know whether this will be exactly the same, but if it is, I've drawn perfectly.
Yep.
You look at the winners of the 10,000, the place at 10,000 last week, they're all off the track the whole way. Is it going to be the same here on the weekend? I'm not sure, but if it is, we're going to be drawn well to do so. So I think we don't know how good or bad these gates are until we see how this track plays. But Smart Horse Transatlantic, it's a win and you're in race for the Straddy.
Yep.
If he wins, he's in, and he's the right horse to run well in the Stradbroke. So
the three of them.
very tricky for me. It'll all depend on how the track's playing.
Yeah.
I did say I think Freedom Rally's a forgotten horse, and I do, but I also got a lot of respect for a horse like Transatlantic. Young horse, and he might be drawn where you need to be by this stage of the day.
Okay. We're into the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who is your best winning chance at Doomben on Saturday?
Antino.
Antino, that was nice and quick.
Yep.
Yes, beautiful. Your best each way chance?
Best each way chance on a day where we've got plenty of good each way odds. I'm going to go with Transatlantic.
Okay.
I think he's well above average galloper. He's the horse.
Okay, and your best at the Gold Coast Metro meeting on Friday night?
Miss Highfalutin, I think in the maiden, blinkers on first time. She ran really well at the Gold Coast 2 runs ago.
She did, yeah.
Her work is good, she looks good, she's very fit. The blinkers are a key addition.
Okay, and the best at the provincials, we have Toowoomba Saturday and the Sunny Coast on Sunday and Bow Desert on Monday.
We'll leave Bow Desert alone, we'll leave Sunshine and Coast alone. I think I'll look either Genchic Boom or Simbu, Toowoomba on Saturday.
Yep.
We've got a good team of horses going to Toowoomba on Saturday, and Chelsea Baker's riding them, our apprentice, up the rides up there for us, and she's riding in great form. So I think stick with me at Toowoomba on Saturday. Okay, and your best track worker this week? Antino. Antino. These very quick answers. He's as good as as good as I've ever had him, and yeah, I just can't wait for Saturday. Okay. Now it is time for Cav's Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. No luck on the heavy track last week for Cav. He'll be feeling more confident with the better track conditions. And his tips for this week, over to you, Cav.
Welcome to Cav's Corner for this week. Bit of a tough week last week. But anyway, we'll look forward, we won't look back. I'll go tomorrow night to Gold Coast, Arrowsfair a place. Into Saturday afternoon meeting at Toowoomba, Simbu a win. Good punting, guys. So he's gone Arrowsfair a place into Simbu a win. What are your thoughts on that one? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. They were both in the same race at the Gold Coast on Friday night and just drawn awful. She did run good there at the Gold Coast on that chopping out track at the start of the prep, so I can see why he likes her. I probably would go place if it was. Oh, sorry, place win. Yeah, no, he's right. Yep. Place Arrowsfair. And Simbu, if he runs at Toowoomba, which the fields aren't out yet, he should be very well placed there. He's going very good, that horse. Okay. Well, good luck on Doomben Cup Day, Tony. Hopefully more group success for the stable. Yeah, I hope so, Claire. And it's just good to see some good weather this week. Yes, and 100%. You know, where horses are, most horses are going to get their chance on the weekend. So happy punting, everyone out there. Have a great Doomben Cup weekend. Absolutely. Best of luck to everyone.